One shot, one kill. Yo. Snoop Dogg finally answers my question that I put out about a year ago as to when I made a video saying why Snoop said Biggie was his homeboy when Biggie got them shot at when they went to New York and filmed that video. New York, New York. Snoop finally, he still really didn't say why Big was his homeboy, why he feel Big was his homeboy, but he just explained the situation and what happened. But I'm gonna give you my breakdown, y'all, right quick. I gotta go to work in a minute, but here the breakdown right here, y'all. All right. Snoop Dogg was wrong. All them niggas was wrong for going to New York in the first place without checking in. I mean, you gotta check in. You from the street, you gotta check in. First of all, Death Row and Bad Boy was not on good terms when them niggas went to New York to film that video. Suge Knight, this was in 95. Suge Knight was just in the Source Awards. Just went to the Source Awards. He sneaked this Puffy by saying, all in the video. You want come to Death Row if you don't want your executive producer all in the videos and all that shit like that. So the East Coast took that as a diss. Puffy took that as a diss, right? And that's when tensions like really blew up with the East and West Coast. It really went to a whole nother level after that, right? And then you saw when Snoop Dogg got on stage, East Coast ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg. He got on stage doing all that shit. So, motherfuckers was feeling some type of way about that, They never came to an agreement. Puffy and Big, they didn't piece it up with Snoop that night. They went their way. Snoop was on Death Row, and Suge Knight wasn't piecing it up. So West Coast Death Row went their way, Bad Boy went their way. Both of them was feeling it. Both of them was in their feelings. Especially Bad Boy, they was in their feelings. So I don't know how many months later, but months later, I think Pac had got out. Of prison, joined Death Row, or he was about to get out. And Snoop Dogg and the Dogg Pound take it upon themselves to go to New York and film and make a video in New York, New York. Now Snoop claims it was a song praising New York, giving it up for New York, respecting New York. And I can believe that. It was giving shout out. It was complimenting New York. Because New York, New York, that song was an original song by I believe Houdini, Grandmaster Flash, one of them old New York rappers, one of them old school New York rappers. It was a remake of that. So like Snoop, like he did the Lottie Dottie remix. Not the Lottie Dottie it was the Lottie Dottie. Like he remade the Lottie Dottie, giving it up to Slick Rick, respecting, giving Slick Rick his tribute. So we all East Coast rapping fans because we grew up on East Coast rap. So Snoop came with another song, New York, New York, claiming he was giving it up, respecting New York, but he went about it the wrong way. They go to New York without checking in, with all this tension built up. That was a dumb move to go to New York without, being cool with Bad Boy or being cool with somebody in the city with some pull. So they just take it upon themselves because, they got the tough guy persona. Death Row was the tough, the gangster label. So, Suge Knight with it, So they go to New York. And I don't think they had a lot of blood. I don't think they had Bloods with them at all. But they go to New York and film the video. Like I said, if Biggie was so cool, if Biggie was Snoop Dogg homeboy, Biggie would have reached out to Snoop. Biggie would have came down the video set itself. But he didn't do it. That was a coward move on his part. He didn't come. He didn't come to the set itself to see what was going on. Funkmaster Flex didn't like the fact that Snoop Death Row came to New York to film a video. Funkmaster Flex wasn't feeling that shit, didn't like it, and I kind of don't blame Funkmaster Flex for that. You know what I'm saying? Because East Coast niggas wouldn't be able to come to California and film their video without getting bust upon, you know, without getting robbed or whatever. So why y'all feel like y'all can come to the East Coast and do that shit? You know? So Funkmaster Flex wasn't having it. He wouldn't invite Snoop up to the radio station to talk about the video and all that forth and all that. But somehow Flex is talking shit and riling and getting, and you know, he talking shit and getting people angry at Snoop at the Dog Pound. He's talking shit. So Big get word of it. Big called the radio station and just start riling the troops up. Yo. Them niggas filming a video out here, this New York. Them niggas, you stand up, buckshot, whatever. He called the niggas out to go handle that. So I think that was a coward move on Big part, because Big could have went down there. But I guess Big was feeling like them niggas ain't, fuck, we know where them niggas stand. Big was like, we know where these niggas stand. These niggas ain't our friends. These niggas ain't our homies. We know where they stand. But Snoop said that his homeboy though. He's talking about Puffy his homeboy and all this shit. But them niggas did not try to come to your video set though. So Big called the troop, rally the army up, rally the troops up, rally the thugs up, and they get shot at. They as they filming the video, they in a trailer. They trailer gets shot at. You know, Trey D was there, Dog Pound was there, Frank Alexander was there. This is where I originally heard the story from, Frank. And Snoop was there. And y'all, and if you ever noticed, Snoop said from the video that I just heard from Snoop, he talking about he didn't know people knew about that. Nigga, please, do you read? Nigga, that was in Frank. Everybody, a lot of folks know about that situation, man. That was in Frank Alexander book that he came out with. So a lot of people knew about that situation. Snoop tried to keep it undercover because he knew he would look like a buster if that story ever came out, which he do look like a straight buster. I don't get it. I really don't understand it, man. But Snoop look like but the trial, but that's what Pac said. Pac said the trial made Snoop soft. You know, the man was on trial for murder, and he got off, and he like that made him soft, man. After that, Snoop was trying to stay clean. Snoop was trying to be clean after that. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. Snoop didn't want no static after that. That would have seemed like Pac said Snoop had went soft. Okay, so these niggas shoot at you. So I'm guessing Snoop, and Afterthought probably had some OGs talking to him. And Afterthought was saying, Snoop was probably like, well, yeah, we was wrong for coming up there and all this and that. We was wrong. And that's why he's so forgiving of Big, because he knew he was in the wrong for even coming up there filming the video anyway. But still, that don't make it right. I still wouldn't say this nigga my homeboy after he could have got me killed. That's some buster ass shit. Even though I'm in the wrong for coming up here, that don't mean you gotta shoot at me, motherfucker. You can talk to me. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna be quick to call you a nigga my homeboy after that just cause he shot me out in the sun. Get the fuck out of here. That was some coward shit, man, that Snoop said, man. But so he gets shot at, right? They trailer gets shot at. They run it back to the West Coast. So they mad now. They mad they couldn't finish the video. So they finished the video in like a little studio area. And now they kicking down the buildings of New York. That's when you see in the New York video they kicking down the buildings. Because that's after they had got shot at. That's why they were kicking down the buildings in disrespect. But they wasn't originally disrespecting. They wasn't originally disrespecting New York. They did that after the fact. They got shot at. You know what I'm saying? But Big, my homeboy, man, Pop should have punched your ass. You know, cause you fucked up. That's a J.R. Smith move. Pop should have punched your ass for real though. Okay. So they come back home to the West Coast, finish the video, and they tell Pac about what happened after he get out of jail. And now they doing a diss song, an underground diss song to New York, to a Bad Boy for that shit. But it never really come out. I don't think Snoop was on it. It don't come out. Snoop is soft in his feelings, scared. Don't want no static. Don't want no trouble. Want to be peace. You know, you know what I'm saying? He don't want no trouble. He just got off trial. He ain't trying to do shit. He cool, calm, collective. So months later, they go back to New York for something. I forgot what it was for. Maybe Saturday Night Live. It was something they go back to New York for. And that's when Snoop Dogg get on the radio, Hot 97, talking about, you know, Big and Pop should be piece it up. They should piece it up. And them my homeboys. And, you know, they should be peace. You know, them my homeboys. After he got shot at now. After them niggas then, them my homeboys. Get the fuck out of here. No wonder Pop was mad. Pop was confused. Pop should have punched him, man. Pop was like, what the fuck? What the fuck is your homeboys? Nigga, they shot at you, nigga. They could have got you killed. You talking about them nigga your homeboys? So you making us look crazy now? We looking crazy on Death Row side looking crazy? You know what I'm saying? So Pop really just wanted to punch this nigga. Cause of that stupid shit he said. You know. But here the thing though, Snoop wasn't close to Pop because that was his competition because Pop was taking over Death Row. So Snoop wasn't really that close to Pop like that because Snoop felt like, oh, this nigga taking my spot. So I got, that's damn. He hanging with Suge, him and Suge tight. The nigga taking over, the nigga taking my spot. How I'm feeling some type of way now. So Snoop was feeling some type of way too. That's why he was so quick to embrace Big. Because Pop was taking over Death Row and Snoop was feeling some type of way. And so you see how he embraced Big a little too easy, a little too fast after Big done got him shot at. He embraced Big way too fast, man. Way too easy. He was way too forgiving for that shit. So yeah, that was the thing though. Snoop was jealous. Pop was taking over Death Row. Snoop became second tier. Snoop didn't know how to deal with that. His album was whack. Dogfather was garbage. Him and Pop, it was tension there. You know, Pop was a wild card, and Snoop didn't know how to come at him like a man and like, look, man, you know, blah 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 blah. You need to chill. You need to do this. You need to slow down, slow your roll. Snoop didn't know how to do that. And then so it all just comes to that point. And, you know, Pac gets shot. You know what I'm saying? And Snoop, you know, he go to Big and shit. See Big in Atlanta in the hotel. Go to Big. They smoke it up. You know what I'm saying? It's all some buster ass shit. For real, to be honest. It's all some buster shit, man. And Big proceeds to lie to Snoop. You know, so. And act like, he loved Pac and all this when he actually was dissing Pac after he died. But he'll tell Snoop anything because Snoop a buster, and Snoop just, oh, you shouted me out in your record. Oh, man. You my friend. So, that's what it is, man. But Snoop was never going to tell this story. He saw this story. He saw it on Unsolved, and he was wondering how they knew about it. Motherfucker, people read, motherfucker. You ain't know Frank Alexander wrote that in his book, man. And then Trey D said it in the Vlad interview too. But that's it, man. Yeah, man. But Snoop ain't getting no. They tearing Snoop up in the comments on this situation. Snoop ain't getting no love at all, but it's all good. It is what it is, man. Now we understand why Pac was so mad at Snoop, and Pac was justified in his anger at Snoop. Peace.